Hello everyone, back to today's first video, doing weekend forecast for today's first video. So as was on Saturday, we're having a look at the weather for the week ahead, and it's going to be a complicated week coming up, especially from midweek into second half week. I think the general idea is that things will get a little bit milder, it's going to get a little bit less cold, but the cold's not going to be all that far away, and towards the end of the week we may start to see cold incursions coming back again. Quite a complicated week though, so I shall get on with it for you very short. Just say got a 10 to 14 day video update coming up as well later on, including all our regular features. And if you're a channel member and you're around at 5 o'clock, then please check in for this month's channel members live stream. We're going to have a live stream for channel members at 5 o'clock on YouTube. So yeah, if you're around, at that time, then check in and we'll have a little bit of a chat and sort of hang out for an hour. Nice friendly discussion. The websites using for weekend forecasts are coming from theweatherout.com and weathertips.de. You can find links to both of the websites in the description with video and also on the links page at GavsWeatherVids.com as well. Right, so this is how the latest radar picture is looking. We've got showery rain with some sleet and snow on high ground across the northern and western parts of Scotland. Otherwise, it's mainly dry, but a few wintry showers down across the southeastern corner, one or two around Irish Sea coast, but a lot of dry weather around there. A little patchy rain drizzle across the Northern Ireland as well. Here's today's toxic pressure chart. The high pressure has been blocking within the northern latitudes over the past couple of weeks, is slipping southwards and beginning to allow just a little bit more Atlantic influence to come in from the west. Nevertheless, that ridges across England and Wales, and it's keeping it cold there. So through the rest of this afternoon, England and Wales will be mostly dry. Again, a few wintry showers around eastern coast areas, but mainly dry for England and Wales, but cold with a mix of bright and sunny spells, low cloud, and also some lingering dense fog patches where fog lingers. Temperatures will stay around freezing all day. Further northwards, we'll have that cloud and show rain with sleet and maybe bits of hill snow moving a little bit further into northern and western parts of Scotland, but much of central eastern Scotland will stay dry, I think, through the course of this afternoon. A little bit of patchy rain coming down to Northern Ireland as well. Temperatures today are going to be ranging generally from around 4 degrees to freezing, so 0 to 4 degrees. But in the west of Scotland, we could see temperature going up to around 8 degrees there, a lot milder across the far west of Scotland. But generally, it is another cold or very cold day through most parts of the country. Tonight, again, we're going to find that cloud and rain just getting a little bit heavier across Scotland. Sleet and snow is possible, especially as it pushes through central and eastern parts of Scotland. A lot of this is going to be light stuff, though. The heavier stuff will tend to always be out across western parts of Scotland. A little bit of light rain and drizzle for Northern Ireland too. England and Wales mostly dry. And again, it could be a widespread frost. Temperatures in the south could go down to around -5 tonight. And there could be some dense freezing fog patches around as well. So another very cold night in the south. A little bit milder, though, up in the north. Temperatures, particularly in the northwest of Scotland, holding up above freezing. That Sunday, again, the high pressure slipping that a little bit further southwards, allowing more influence in from off the Atlantic. I think weather probably gets a little bit more, a little bit stronger across Scotland on Sunday, so the rain could well turn a bit heavier. Outbreaks of quite heavy and persistent rain possible for parts of Scotland during the course of Sunday. And again, sleet and snow could be mixed in with that, particularly over high ground. Patchy rain coming into Northern Ireland and northwestern England, but the bulk of England and Wales will be mostly dry. Best of any sunny spells will be in the south, but again, watch out for fog patches down in the south, which could linger all day. Not quite as cold as today, even in the south. I think we see temperatures probably ranging from around 2 to 5 or 6 degrees. But the mildest temperatures will again be in the north and the northwest, where temperatures could well be up to around 8 or 9 degrees across western parts of Scotland. Through into Monday, a cold front's going to push southwards, and that will start to allow colder air to dig back in from the north again into the northern part of the country. But the milder air will get down even into the south on Monday. So we're going to start off with a band of cloud and rain, maybe with some hill snow across Scotland and Northern Ireland. That's going to push southwards through England and Wales during the course of the day. Some of that rain could be quite heavy, especially later on in the afternoon and into the evening, when it could actually turn quite wet across England and Wales. Behind that, it turns drier and brighter, but it will turn colder across Scotland again. So after a milder start, with outbreaks of rain, it will be turning colder later, and showers could turn wintry, particularly across the northern and eastern parts of Scotland. Becoming quite windy as well down in the south, quite tightly packed isobars, so actually turning wet and windy by the end of Monday afternoon in southern parts of the country. Temperatures in the far south and southwest might be up to around 8 or 9 degrees. Generally sort of 6, 7, so not too far from average, but turning colder later in the north as it brightens up. Temperatures probably falling back to around 3 or 4 degrees. So a wet night for much of England and Wales on Monday night. Some of that rain will still be around on Tuesday morning, but should clear away from most parts of the country, although far southern and southwest areas might stay cloudy and damp through much of the day. However, the majority of the country will be under a ridge of high pressure, so to turn drier and brighter from the north. But Tuesday will probably be a rather colder day, with temperatures ranging from around, say, 1 degree in the very far north of Scotland to around 6 degrees through parts of southern southeast England. The far southwest, though, could be very mild at around 10 or 11, but that's the exception to the rule. I think Tuesday's a rather colder day. Then the next weather system starts to move in from off the Atlantic on Wednesday. We probably start Wednesday with a widespread frost, but have cloud and outbreaks of rain across Northern Ireland, Wales and southwest England. And that cloud and rain will probably push eastwards across the country through the course of the day. As that rain moves into the cold air, it could start to turn to sleet or snow across northern England and Scotland, particularly on the leading edge before it turns back to rain later on. And some parts of eastern England might stay dry all day, eventually becoming a little bit drier and brighter behind that rain in the far west and southwest. A big range of temperature on Wednesday. So in the far northeast, we're going to see temperatures struggling to get much above freezing. But down in the southwest, I think we'll be seeing temperatures around 11, possibly even 12 degrees. So actually becoming very mild in the extreme southwestern corner later on in the day. And then we go through to Thursday and Friday, and things become really quite complex as we have this ridge building in from the southwest and also a ridge building to our east. I think the general idea is just towards higher pressure taking over through the second half of the week. So I would suspect what happens is that Thursday and Friday gradually turns drier, and we see more in way of bright or sunny spells, but also we probably start to see the temperature becoming cold as well, particularly so at night. I think there'll be an increasing risk of frost, potentially even a return of some dense fog patches by the time we get through to the end of next week. And then next weekend, and this really is very, very speculative, but we may start to turn things wetter and windier perhaps through next weekend, and then maybe after that see a northerly blast. But this is very, very speculative, and I think we need to wait and see where things go really around Thursday onwards. Finally, just having a look at charts for weather outlook. So it's a cold day across many parts of the country today, and tomorrow will be cold again down in the south, but will turn less cold in the north. Band of rain and milder temperatures moving southwards on Monday before we go back into quite cold conditions for Tuesday, although some of that wet weather and reasonably mild temperatures could linger down in the southwest. Rain spreading across the country on Wednesday, and that could turn to snow as it bumps into cold air through the northern half of the country, and then through Thursday and Friday the trend is towards drier weather, higher pressure taking over. Watch out for temperatures to become colder again, particularly at night, with a risk of some dense fog patches. Right, so in summary, we're starting, and that's very, very low risk, very, very low confidence, I should say. Right, so in summary, we're starting cold and, particularly so for the south, with fog around in places as well. We're going to see things gradually getting less cold over the coming days, and as we move on into the middle of the week, it should all be a little bit milder, I think, but with some outbreaks of rain, probably turning towards drier and cold weather later in the week and towards next weekend. We're going to be back later on with your 10 to 14 day bit update. It will include all our regular features, so come back for that then. For the weekend forecast, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.